Okay, welcome guys. So what is an automation agency in the context of what kind of I'll be teaching? So essentially what we'll be doing is teaching you different no-code automations that you can either use for your own brand or you can sell to others. And so for the sake of this particular video series, we're going to be talking about starting an automation agency, so selling to others. And so the kind of thing that we'll be basically doing is learning how we can solve problems for businesses by automating some of the tasks that they either are spending too much of their resources on, so staffing, finances, or time, or automating processes that they otherwise wouldn't be doing. And we'll give you some examples, inshallah, as we go along. So hopefully my pen works. Let's have a look and see if this all works. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're going to be using a central system, excuse the bad handwriting, called Go High Level, right? Now, Go High Level is a CRM, for lack of a better term, which is a customer relationship manager, which basically, if you break it down, is basically a central hub where you can manage all of your business. All that matters to us is basically everything is going to basically inject itself into here. And the reason we're using Go High Level is because it integrates really well with automation. So it's actually an automation platform as well. And you can basically plug things in and out of it. So you can work with businesses on what they're currently using and basically have this as a central hub. So the kind of stuff you can do on Go High Level is send text messages automatically, send emails automatically, store customer information, basically anything digitally. So what you'll be doing for companies is basically setting up a Go High Level account for them, which you can do by basically using my affiliate link. If you use my affiliate link, I will have a 30-minute session with you one-on-one to help you set up your Go High Level account. And then B, it's a way of supporting me because they give me a kickback at no extra cost for you. If you approach a company who says, oh, we already use ConvertKit for our email list, so we don't want to use a new software. Well, the great thing is that you can plug ConvertKit into Go High Level. So anything that happens on ConvertKit plugs into Go High Level and vice versa. The other thing is if a person uses ConvertKit and they build contacts on ConvertKit, the problem is that they all stay there. And so what something like Go High Level does is it will grab the information from ConvertKit and it will store that person as a contact in the CRM in the software, and it will say, okay, this person has a mobile number, let's send them a text via Twilio. And so basically everything starts talking to each other and the business becomes a lot more concise. In fact, let's give an example of a actual automation that you might do. So I think the best automation I like to kind of refer back to is like a restaurant one. So what's a problem that restaurants have? One problem that restaurants have is that they don't own their customer. So with any other business, pretty much, if somebody purchases from you, you get some kind of data. You get their email address, you get their mobile number or something if they're buying from you, for example, online. And so you can basically remarket to that person. Why is that important? Well, because that person has already purchased from you. They've already come down the funnel. So they've gone through awareness, they've gone through interest, desire, and they've actually made an action, i.e. purchase something from your company. It's so hard to get somebody to go all the way down that funnel that if somebody has done it, you want to hold on to that person. You want to resell to them because it's much more easier to sell to that person who's already bought from you than to educate a whole new individual to learn about your business. And so that's kind of the marketing technique everybody uses. Restaurants will struggle with that marketing technique because when a person walks into a restaurant, they purchase from you and then they walk out, you haven't been able to get any information from them, right? So it's a walk-in customer. So this is a big pain point for a lot of restaurants. Some, larger scale restaurants have been able to fix this in some ways, but especially a lot of local restaurants and coffee shops would not have a solution for this. So you'd present that to them. You'd go to a local coffee shop and you say, hey, look, wouldn't you like to have the ability to text your most frequent customers or email them and say, hey, we got 2 for Tuesdays going on or whatever. And so it's an easy win, right? So here's what that automation would look like. You'd say to them, okay, we'll set up a situation where we'll create a QR code. By the way, I'm still getting used to this drawing pad thing. As you can see, my handwriting is atrocious. So we'll set up a QR code where when a customer walks into the store, on each table, there's a QR code which says, hey, scan this code for a free drink, right? So the cost to get that contact for the customer, for the restaurant, is going to be a free drink, might be like 20p or something. When they scan that QR code, then that takes them to a form which we would have created in Go High Level, Gosh, I can't spell form. So that's a good start. And then they basically fill in the information that the restaurant might want. So it could be, name, email, and phone, job, for example. Because I have a friend who has a restaurant, and it's busy mainly at lunch times. And his main two types of people that come in, because his restaurant is near universities and also near office buildings. And so the two main types of customers he gets are students and office workers. And as great as that is, you can market to them in two different ways. You don't want to send an email to office workers saying, hey, end of semester, buy one, get one free deal, but you would to uni students. And so that was an important thing that we wanted to capture for his company, right? So they scan the QR code for a free drink, they fill in the form with all of this stuff, and then they automatically get an SMS saying, here's your code for a free drink. Then what would happen is we would then say to the automation, okay, now, wait 1 hour, and then we would send them an SMS saying, hey, thanks for visiting. How did you find your experience on a scale of 1 to 5? They then reply, and then you can set an automation that says, if they replied anywhere from a 1 to 3, just send another SMS to say thanks. But if they replied a 4 or 5, then send them the Google review link where they can review them, because restaurants want more Google reviews, right? So what you've basically done is you've now created a system, an automation for a restaurant where they can do two things. A, they can own their customers, so they can now that they've got their SMS, they can send that customer texts and promotions. But also they can send that when that customer, for example, puts their email in, we can also set up a separate automation where it's like, add this email to, if you're using ConvertKit or Beehive or whatever, add to that email list, and then they fall into the email drip campaign. So you're building out all of this, and it all runs automatically, all started from this QR code. Okay. So one thing you're doing for the restaurant is you're allowing them to capture their contacts, and the second thing you're doing is you're not only increasing their Google reviews, but you're increasing their 4 to 5 star Google reviews, because you're only giving the link to people who reply back to the SMS saying 4 or 5. If they say 1 or 3, you just say thanks, but you don't send them the Google link. So that's an example of an automation you can very easily create and go high level. We're going to teach those things in this school community. So now the question becomes, okay, I get it. I get the theory behind it. How much can I charge? And so we'll be speaking about that in the next vid.